Hey Libras, it's tarot time! My name is Kelsey and I'm going to be doing your reading. If you're not a Libra and you're watching this, you can look at your birth chart and see what house Libra is placed in. Libra is placed in. And every house represents a different area of your life, so you can use this reading to focus on that area of your life, whichever area Libra is placed in for you. I'm going to get started and we'll see how this goes. Since it's a timeless reading, if the title resonates, there's probably something in it for you, but also if the first card resonates, then this is your reading as well. So let's see what we have. Your first card is the Knight of Swords. I feel like there's this very impulsive energy that you have going on, but in the past you have been this impulsive and it hasn't worked out to your liking. So you're feeling this impulsiveness come up and you're holding back. You're like, wait, it's not time yet. There's something that I'm waiting for that I don't have, and it's not time yet. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this card. Wow. The Knight of Wands is the card of impulsiveness, so that's really funny that it came up. So you have, after the Knight of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands and you have the Judgment card. Yeah, there's a lot of impulsiveness. There's a lot of, wait, this happened last time. I feel like it's not right. I want to learn from my mistakes. I don't want to rush into this. Good things come to those who wait. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. With this Judgment card, there's a kindness that you're bringing to yourself. It was like, last time it was like, what happened last time was an energy of, I just want to force it. I want to push. I just need to get this done fast. And this time around, there's a element of self-love here where you're like, okay, last time it didn't work, so what do I need? Do I have all of my needs met? Am I good? Am I, comfortable with this situation? I want this specific outcome, so I need to make sure that if I get this specific outcome, I'm playing in my comfort zone here. I want to level up to the degree where if I get what I want, it's actually in my comfort zone. So there's an element of surrender, there's an element of self-love, and there's also an element of being able to see the big picture. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, your subconscious or your superconscious is able to see the bigger picture to a degree that makes you feel like you don't have to rush it, because you feel on some level like the result that you want is already in your future. After this, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we also have the Five of Cups. So with these two cards together, it almost feels like it almost feels like the world almost discourages you from shining so bright, or discourages you from leveling up or staying true to yourself or feeding energy into yourself. Or it's almost like the Nine of Pentacles card just wants to elevate. It wants to expand. It wants to elevate. It wants to grow to its fullest potential, the person in the card, So the Five of Cups adding to that energy just feels like the more I grow, the more sorrow comes from that, from the people around me, from my environment not resonating with me anymore, from people at the grocery store being triggered by me, just random bits and pieces of events that happen that you're just so caught off guard by it because you want to expand, you want to elevate, And then all of these random things happen that make you feel like you're doing something wrong for growing. So bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the King of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, interesting. So with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, this feels like a pair. It feels like you're either calling in a relationship, or this is your parents, or this is a pair of mentors that you really look up to. This is a group of people who just work in cadence with each other very well, to the extent where it just inspires everyone else around them. With the Nine of Swords being associated with that energy, it feels like you don't know how to get there. Like you're looking at this picture, this grand picture of what you want, and you're comparing it to where you are now, and you're not quite sure what the steps are that you have to take in order for you to get to where you want to be. The Eight of Cups coming in to say, well, you might have to leave some situations in the past. You may see, here's the thing, if you expand in a way that is like, if you're expanding and then you're looking outside of yourself to see how everybody's doing, and then you're expanding and then you're looking outside of yourself to see how everybody's doing, and you're doing it in this uber slow motion way of doing it, you're going to create a lot more tension and friction in your external world, just because your momentum is not there yet. Once you gain some momentum, and instead of looking outside of yourself to see how everybody else is doing, and understand that how everybody else is doing is actually just a reflection of yourself. So if you're in a state of inner harmony, you're going to attract situations of inner harmony. Then you start to really pick up momentum. And the more you pick up momentum, the more you will realize that the world then flips, and it becomes a feeling of, wow, the world really supports me when I expand. The world really supports me when I grow into my best self. Your problem right now is that you're not picking up enough momentum because you're so focused on how the world is responding to you. Understand that the way that the world responds to you is a mere reflection of what's going on inside of you. So instead of focusing on what the world is doing, focus on what your internal state is doing, and that will make you go a lot faster, which will then allow you to pick up momentum. And the more momentum you pick up, the more you realize that the universe is really, in your favor and really working for you and all of that. So, yeah, I feel like, honestly, what I'm picking up here is just, momentum. Like, as long as you just put focus on your momentum and focus on having inner harmony, then it feels like that's what you are missing. Because the thing is, if you're looking outside of yourself at how the world is responding to you, it's a lot slower, because you have to go and live, and so to get feedback from the world like that, it's a lot slower, which will provide less momentum. But if you're focusing on your internal state, it's a lot faster, because you can just connect to your intuition and be like, okay, how am I doing? Am I in a state of inner harmony? How do I get there? And so once you just, start turning inward instead of focusing outward, you'll pick up a lot more momentum, because intuition is a lot faster than, going outside and seeing how the world responds to you. Right, because what I'm feeling right now from your situation is you're expanding. You're looking to see how the world is responding to you. It's slow, and since it's slow, you're generating a lot more tension and a lot more friction. And then since you're generating tension and friction, you close back up again, you shrink again, and you look at your dreams, you look at this dream couple that you aspire to be and aspire to step into, and you're like, how do I get there? the way to get there is just more momentum, because if you have more momentum, you're not going to get that friction from the world, and then you can continually expand. And when you continually expand, you'll find yourself in the places of the people who you want to be. So I'm going to keep this reading, I'm going to stop this reading here and keep this reading, you know, simple like this. Well, I wouldn't say simple because it's not exactly simple, but I just want to leave you with one thing to think about, basically. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next, in my next month. Bye.